pay Elon to go live on Twitter. No more Twitter streams.
Why you gotta do that to me?
It's live. Just know that we're live. No. There's Instagram, TikTok. What are we doing? Not on Twitter, huh?
Oh man. What a way to start off the live.
Okay, it looks like it's working. We're going. Get to Facebook.
Mike.
Yo.
Never mind. I was gonna say, Matt. Why is jokes about butts make you laugh so much? You've got no butt.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey-o.
Maybe that's why they make me laugh so much.
We got Richard Huntington in the house. Hey, Richard. We're not going to Kick? What happened to my Kick connection? Oh. Whoops. Oh, well, no Kick today. Okay. I forgot to re-add that to Streamlabs, I guess. That's
What's up, Richard
no one
Huntington?
watches on Kick anyhow.
Hey, Richard.
We've got... I'm to say huzzahs.
Oh yeah, huzzahs.
Huzzah on Facebook. Instagram. Huzzah TikTok. We got people joining on TikTok. Wow, people are actually watching on TikTok. People love a TikTok,
Hey.
don't they? We're going to talk game news, TikTok. We're
Hey,
gonna video
enjoy
game
TikTok.
entertainment
Well, you got
news.
it, I guess, right?
What'd you say?
I said enjoy TikTok while you got it.
That's right. Think they'll take it away from us? Richard gave up on Kick. Oh, really? Why is that, Richard?
I don't know if they'll take TikTok away.
I don't know what Kick is.
Hey, boys. It's Jolt number 62. The first one in, I think, over a year?
No,
Not quite.
that can't be right.
No, not quite. The first one in over 6 months, though.
Probably, yeah. It's our yearly jolt.
The old Jolt.
Oh yeah, because I was in my other apartment when we did our last Jolt.
Sheesh. Well, shall we hit it? I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
it. I'm ready.
All right.
All right.
All right.
There. They can. Oh, they can see us now. Well, wait. They can see us now.
Okay.
Wait. They can see us now. Welcome everybody. Gaming Mike here. We're back. It's Jolt. We're gonna talk video game news. We got AC Gamer there on the top left of your screen, and then we got actor Matt Seaton there on the bottom left,
Yeah.
partially covered by the logo on vertical. I should move that. Anyway, sorry. Getting
What's
distracted.
up,
How's
everybody?
everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Richard's in the chat. We got people joining in over on Trovo. Feel free to say hello. If you're, or I'm sorry, TikTok. We're streaming vertically to Instagram and TikTok for the first time today from this channel. Also streaming to Facebook, Trovo, Twitch, and YouTube, of course. YouTube being the main channel. You can find it all on gamingmikeschannel.com and check it out there. See all the channels. This is Jolt, where we like to discuss video game news and entertainment news. We talk about movies and TV. We talk about what's happening out there. We talk about other stuff right before the show starts, and that's how we roll. Thanks for joining. Actor Matt, AC Gamer, what say you?
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Huzzah indeed, sir.
I second that huzzah.
Excellent.
Well, AC right before we started had some breaking news.
Breaking news.
right
Should we go
before
with
we
that?
started.
Should we go with the brand new news, the newest?
The
Do we have a
breaking.
link for me, AC Gamer, by the way? Can you post that in the Discord or anywhere in the chat?
What's Discord?
Or you can just do it in the chat stream if you're watching the chat. I can grab it out of there. I can also grab it from there.
Well, the breaking news was kind of just like a weird, funny thing where I guess Zac Efron is in the hospital for some reason.
Efron. We love him.
Oh no!
Our boy, Zac.
I'll pull it up. Zac Efron. Hospital. Let's see what the news says. He was rushed to the hospital. I got it. Oh my god, give me an actual article. Here it is, Fox News, bringing it to you. Oh, nope, they want me to allow ads. Hold on, let me find an actual article I can not pay or not give him money for. He's doing fine after hospitalization in Ibiza. He went to Ibiza. Briefly hospitalized in Spain over the weekend after he experienced what his representatives are calling a minor swimming incident, according to multiple reports. TMZ first reported Efron was taken to a hospital in Ibiza on Friday night after he was found in the pool of a villa by 2 workers. It's unclear what caused Efron to be in distress. His team told people he was doing fine and was released the next day. They also added that Efron was taken to the hospital as a precautionary measure. Oh boy, he's just been on vacation. I hope he wasn't partying it up too much, Zach. I've been really enjoying his movies the last few years. I hope he doesn't go too celebrity on us. How do we say this? I mean, I'm glad he didn't. No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to be insensitive.
No.
I hope Zac Efron is doing all right.
Yeah. He all in all, he seems like a great guy. He means a lot to us Utahns because, of course, High School Musical famously shot in Utah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Hope he's doing well. Hey, Richard, give me a quick sound check. When AC Gamer and Matt are talking, is it echoey at all? Is their sound coming through okay? Can you hear them all right? Just a quick sound check if you would, Richard. Looks like we're running on all cylinders out there. But, of course, let us know if there are any issues with the stream. All right, what else we got in the news? What else have you heard lately? Or do you want to just talk about Deadpool?
Well, of course, Deadpool.
We just talk about Deadpool. It's been out for a week, so we can talk spoilers.
Sure. Yeah, I've seen it.
No echo. Sounds good from Richard's end. Thank you, Richard. Deadpool. Where to start? What would you guys like to say first?
It was probably... no, Matt, I hated it.
You go first, Matt.
Okay, sorry. I actually think it was the best Deadpool. I also think it was one of the best comic book movies that I've seen in a while. I mean, my soon-to-be stepson said it had no plot, and that was his big thing. Is he didn't like it because it didn't have a plot and was going nowhere. But I thought it was like it was Deadpool, and especially Deadpool with Wolverine. I loved it, and all the cameos, and it was just
cameos were delicious.
Yeah.
I gasped audibly in the theater a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
There was there was a bunch of stuff where I'm so glad I did not get spoilered.
Yeah.
On a bunch of stuff.
I
kind of knew like a couple of spoilers, but there was a couple that got me by surprise. I mean, I guess we could just talk about them. Just like freaking Channing Tatum.
Finally gets his chance. It was so following the story. Channing Tatum, of course, had spent a few years trying to get a Gambit movie off the ground sometime after X-Men Origins Wolverine. They had a lot of origin stories planned, I think, and they all fell.
I think like the whole team that they kind of assembled of like the, Fox Marvel properties rejects.
It was a nice representation.
Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Wesley Snipes. I couldn't believe they got Wesley Snipes.
Jennifer Garner.
Wesley Snipes.
I was like, that was like my first jaw drop. I was like, what the hell?
I had heard about Jennifer Garner. I had heard she was seen on set and probably going to be in it. So that one I had spoiled a little bit. But still, a great one to put in there. Especially the line about, about Daredevil or whatever they said. And she's like, don't worry about it. No biggie. Because they got married after Daredevil, right? They met Daredevil and he left J-Lo for Jay Carr.
That was like a little jab at him.
Yeah. I guess they didn't pull Ben Affleck. But then also, while we're on cameos, there was another amazing cameo that really blew my socks off, and that was the Cavalrine.
Oh, yeah.
In the
the Cavalrine.
That was unbelievable. And the way he did his Mission Impossible arm reloading punch to pop out the claws was an incredible touch. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. It looked like
Yeah.
it to me. It looked like he was doing that thing he did in Mission Impossible, where he just like, I don't know, does that thing with his arms before he beats a guy down. It was
Yeah, I need to reload my biceps
yeah,
for some
reload
reason.
his biceps. That's what he called it, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was very satisfying. Very satisfying. I was hoping for some Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine.
Right.
There was a lot of speculation about that. That would have been really nice to see. And you know, I can live without it, but it would have been pretty awesome.
I mean,
Been pretty awesome.
I could never see like Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine. If you could like fan cast like who's going to be like the new Wolverine, do you guys got to pick? Who do you see?
Do they? I mean, if they can get Henry Cavill in for that, I'd take a trilogy of him.
Yeah.
That was amazing. I think Daniel Radcliffe would knock it out of the park. Frankly, I think he could do it. I
I don't know. Jack Harry Potter. Not sure I can.
Did
see
you
it.
not see Weird, the Al Yankovic story?
Oh man, that was.
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
I did, man. He's
Dude,
fine.
great.
So good.
There was a Jack Harry Potter in that playing Weird Al, and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie, by the way. Funniest movie of 23.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Daniel Radcliffe was so good in that movie. I don't know who I would pick. Honestly,
I think with most Marvel movies, it's got to be like an unknown person.
Yeah, it's always nice when they pull an unknown and they do really well with it.
Yeah.
But like at this point, after Hugh Jackman doing it for 20 years or so, like the character Wolverine specifically could easily go James Bond and just have a new actor do 1 or 2 or 3 movies, follow a set storyline, because there's so much comic backstory to pull from with Wolverine. And they would be able to just put Wolverine in there. It's like, you know who he is. It's not an origin story. We don't have to mess with any of that. But just Wolverine adventures. You know what I mean? I think that would be fantastic. Just James Bond him. Just James Bond him. Doctor Who him.
The Adventures
Yeah,
of Wolverine.
definitely. Well, I think like I'd love to see like just Wolverine in like the next like X-Men, like
Yeah.
whatever
And keep
the
throwing
new iteration of X-Men, like because you know he's the X-Man.
Well, see,
He's
and they
gotta
can
be-
keep having Hugh Jackman come back for main MCU Wolverine appearances because he's in the Prime adjacent, Fox universe, which apparently they established back to Deadpool and Wolverine. They established through the TVA that when the anchor being dies, then the universe just unravels for thousands of years. So they're fine in reality 1000 and whatever 100.
Yeah, that was kind of one of the plot holes that I could not get behind. Is just like, well,
it gives them a nice, cozy place to coexist. Plus, it's so easy to multiverse hop for all these characters now. They can pull Hugh Jackman in for the big show when they do an Avengers movie or a big team-up or a big X-Men team-up. They can pull in the main Wolverine and still be doing James Bond adventures with him and other actors in the meantime. I think it would work. I'd go see it.
True. But I mean, I think it would still be cool to like see just like a brand new kind of like, I mean, like the X-Men series that they put on. It's like let's do that on like live action.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that with like brand new.
See, that'd be a great place for a fresh-faced new actor to play Wolverine. Hell yeah, absolutely. We got Nurse Bo in the chat. Hey, Nurse Bo, thanks for stopping by. Glad to have you. What else in this movie? It was packed, man. There was a lot of villain cameos too. They got Pyro back. They got Sabretooth back. I feel like they kind of did Sabretooth wrong, actually. They kind of did it wrong.
Well, I mean, they kind of played him off as a joke, where it's just like, oh man, this is going to be such an epic fight, and he's just like, blah, dead.
Yeah, he samurai finished him. one quick slice, anime samurai style.
I got a text from the fiance saying that the guy from Yellowstone would make a good Wolverine.
Kevin Costner? I haven't seen the show.
No,
probably not Kevin.
No.
Costner.
Oh yeah, probably not Kevin
Costner
He's
could
a
be
little
Old
bit.
Man Logan pretty well though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Old Cowboy Logan.
She.
They already did that. They went to a
Oh,
multiverse where they had like the actual old man Logan.
Yeah, that's right. Sitting on the porch and blasted him with a shotgun, didn't he? Ridiculous. We're talking
um,
spoilers for those just joining us. Spoilers for Deadpool and Wolverine, just so you know.
Yeah, get out of here, or forever regret.
I think she
Full
went
Hauser.
perfect because she just sent me another text. I forget his name, but the guy that is in The Boys and he was Bones in the Star Trek movies.
Oh, Carl
Oh,
Urban.
Carl Urban.
You want Carl Urban
Yeah.
for Wolverine? He could do it. He's getting a little too old, though, if they're going to start fresh. He's getting a little too old. Richard in the chat said Cole Hauser. I pulled up images. I know this guy. I've seen this guy in a bunch of stuff. He could probably do it. There's some images of him looking beardy. Cole Hauser? What have I seen him in? Was he a baseball guy in something? I feel like he was a baseball guy in something. He was playing baseball somewhere.
Carl Urban's not a bad pull, but I think he's got a lot on his plate. He's
pretty
supposed to
busy.
be he's supposed to be the new Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat movies,
Really? I hadn't heard that. That should be
Yep.
fun.
and he's also like Billy Butcher. God damn, he's
Oh,
great.
yeah. Oh, The Boys. We got to talk about The Boys probably today, too.
And also like he's also freaking Aomir.
That's right. Rider of Rohan. The OG Rider of Rohan.
The Riders of Rohan.
Well, I hope we don't talk too much about The Boys. Me and Aurora are super far behind.
Okay, well, no spoilers for The Boys for Matt. We won't spoil
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Oh man, I know so many spoilers, Matt. I can throw you into spoilers.
Tricky's
I mean,
in the chat. Hey, Tricky, good to see you.
It's not fair to ask to not spoil anything when we just spoiled a bunch of stuff on Deadpool. But
Well, but Deadpool came out. It's been out a week. Everybody's had their chance to see it if they're that excited for it. And I feel like if you're not excited enough to see it in the first week in a theater, then you probably don't care that much about spoilers either. I feel like that's generally the case.
right,
But also,
I've seen it.
Yeah, I won't spoil the
spoilers
Boys.
for Deadpool.
It's different with like a series where you can just like watch it from time to time. But Matt, I will say, spoiler: Homelander and Billy, they kiss.
Oh,
They
And
freaking
Homelander's a bad guy. He's bad. He's really bad, actually.
But they find love in the end. They just like make out.
oh, wow. Well, I guess love finds a way.
Toker says he wishes they could find lesser-known actors to play these major roles. Could help with immersion. I agree. I do like the lesser-known actors for when they're starting it fresh. Like I liked the casting in the last two X-Men movies. What was it? Apocalypse and Last Stand? No, Apocalypse and
Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, yeah.
The new young class that they had for them. I thought it was pretty good, casting-wise. Not that I thought those.
Yeah, they were, but they were kind of wasted.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Really bad writing.
It's too bad it didn't go better with that series. I watched them all leading up to
I
Deadpool.
like how those last two movies were. It was kind of basically like Jennifer Lawrence, pretty much like carrying everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fassbender was sort of checked out by that third one.
I think that, like, with Apocalypse especially, they should have made it into a trilogy because Apocalypse deserves a trilogy. And
Underuse of Oscar Isaac in Apocalypse too. They didn't do much.
I know, right?
Yeah. And I mean, we even, again, spoilers, we saw Wolverine in the Age of Apocalypse realm. And that's what I wanted to see.
Oh yeah.
That's what I wanted to see was that, like, in the Apocalypse movies. And we didn't get it, but
wouldn't it be fun to just cast some actor to play Wolverine for Age of Apocalypse and just do that actor as Wolverine in those movies? Hugh Jackman doesn't have to be in all of them, although he looks great with the one hand and the shaggy mane.
It's definitely a symptom of the comic books because there's like Days of Future Past, and then there's Age of Apocalypse, and now there's like they got the whole thing going with like Krakoa, and it's like they do the time travel stuff so much that it's like kind of getting repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the Old Man Logan.
There's a balance. It has been kind of nice that there's only one Marvel movie this year. I gotta say, the break is a little nice. It made me more excited for this one, for sure.
Yeah.
Like way
that's
more
for
excited
sure.
for this one.
Well, don't we have a Spider-Man coming up in December? I
don't think so. Oh, is that a Sonyverse? No, though there's a Venom. There's Venom coming out in October, I think.
Oh yeah, the new Venom.
If that's what you're thinking.
Which is, you know what? I like the Venom movies. I'm a Venom, apologist.
I'm curious to see what kind of multiverse shenanigans they pull in this movie because
as corny as they've been, I still like them. They're still
I've enjoyed the Venoms. It's been a good. I'm looking forward to the third installment. I think it'll be a pretty strong trilogy when it's done.
Yeah, I didn't. And this is the last one. Is that what?
I believe
what
so.
they're implying with
for
Last
Tom
Dance?
Hardy. For Tom Hardy, but since that's all the case, if it's going to be Tom Hardy's last one, it's the third of 3. And in the last one's post-credit sequence, he blipped into the MCU, right? Or
yeah,
he was in the MCU at the end, at the very end of the Venom 2.
Yeah, well,
right.
The conjecture is that so they have the symbiote. They put a little bit of the symbiote into the MCU, and so the conjecture is. It will get attached to Mark Gargan, who is the Scorpion.
Oh.
And he was Venom for a bit in the comic books.
Really?
So maybe they'll do that because Mark Gargan was in Homecoming.
Is it Max or Mark? I think it's Max. Is it Max?
Max Gargan? I thought it was Mark Gargan.
Maybe.
No, Mark.
He was in
Mark
Homecoming.
Gargan.
Yeah, he was played by the guy from Better Call Saul.
I forget. There's also like people saying like maybe it'll get attached to Flash Thompson, who was also Venom for a bit.
That'd be great. Is it going to be Joe Manganiello?
And he'll be like Agent Venom.
Can we get Joe Manganiello back for that? He'd be a great Venom. Not even kidding. Joe Manganiello as Eddie Brock Venom, or no, Flash Thompson Venom. That would be dope.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. It's so funny how like Deadpool and Wolverine kind of like really kind of made fun about how Disney pretty much absorbed all of the Fox Marvel.
Yeah.
But they haven't absorbed all the Sony Marvel. So.
Did you notice in the fight scene between Deadpool and Wolverine, the first one out in the wasteland? There's a sequence of swings and dodges, and it's straight out of Spider-Man 1, Flash Thompson punching at Peter Parker by the lockers. They
really?
Stole the fight choreography straight from it.
Gosh dang it, I gotta watch this movie again.
it's like cross, and the way that it's Wolverine slashing at Deadpool, and the way Deadpool dodges is the exact same that Spider-Man dodged Flash, and the same punches. It's so funny.
Oh, interesting.
I loved it.
Nice.
Let's see it again.
It was a nice little nod. Yeah, plus he was sitting in the car doing the flip for a second.
Yeah.
Like, what was... No payoff for that. He just did it.
I was just about to say, that was the wifey's favorite part. She laughed every time. Every time. That was her favorite bit.
Loved it. What else? Cameos. We had bad guys out the wazoo. Also, we haven't talked to Chris Evans yet, which was
yes, Chris Evans,
which was lovely.
Oh yeah,
the build up, the fake out, the psych out. Like as soon as he showed up, I was thinking, okay, who's he gonna be though? And I was thinking they probably would go away from the Captain America angle since they got Chris Evans. But the flame on moment was really great, I thought. And then having him fight Pyro, and Pyro just takes him out like that.
Right. It's one of those weird, like, it's one of those arguments that you had as a kid.
Who would win?
What would happen if Pyro fought, Human Torch? It would just, take all this fire away.
That was pretty great. Pretty great use of Chris Evans in that movie overall, especially like the way they were dressed in the red and the yellow, and then he was in blue. They really started making it seem like maybe it was going to be a 3-man team up by surprise, and then
Yeah.
it wasn't. It definitely was not that.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
they got me like, what is Chris Evans just going to like be in this whole movie for the whole time?
Yeah.
And then, Cassandra Nova just like annihilated.
Man, and she was great in this movie. What's
Oh,
Emma
yeah.
Corrin, the actress? She was so
Yeah,
good at being creepy and weird. Like, she was
he
weird.
played a very
Yeah.
good psychopath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man.
this is what Charles Xavier would have been if he was like super evil.
Yeah. Darth Charles. Darth Charles.
Dark
Which
Charles.
we've seen in the comic books before, but she did great.
That character's like 23 years old now, since the first appearance of Cassandra Nova, I think, this year. Is 23 years. Amazing. First time it's been portrayed in live action. So, good for them. Plus being, her base in the Giant Man, the dead Giant Man skull, that was certainly a choice.
Yeah.
Do you
Yes,
think
it
that
was.
was some leftover Ant-Man from Quantumania when he was... Remember when he split into like a billion Ant-Men and some were big and some were small and all that? Do you think that was like some giant man that got pulled from that instant?
Could be, or it's just like you have to think like, so was he just like already there, or did he end up in the void and she killed him?
Probably killed him, and then she's like, "Oh look, there's a base already built." Who had to scoop all his guts out? It's so gross. Did they just wait for it to decay, or did she just use her telepathy, her telekinesis?
Probably Sabretooth. She's just like, Sabretooth.
Yeah, just
get over
let
there.
Sabretooth go at it.
He just had lunch for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
And then like they had all kind of other cameos. They had Deathstrike.
Yeah.
They had Toad.
Yeah, recast Deathstrike. That was Ray Park playing Toad, though.
That's what I was about to ask, because
It
I
was him.
didn't think to look.
I had to look it up because it didn't really look like him very much. But
That's
he's got
crazy.
gold,
I didn't think
man.
it would be because like he was just like barely there.
yeah.
And then they had the Juggernaut.
A new Juggernaut.
Yeah, new
Recast
Juggernaut.
which is like
I have
the
one
third
criticism.
Juggernaut, isn't it?
I have one criticism.
Okay.
He did not say the line.
Oh, that
did
he's
not say the
Juggernaut,
line.
bitch? You really wanted him to?
I really wanted him to. It's like, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Nah, not if it's not Vinnie Jones. That line belongs to that Juggernaut, man. That belongs to that Juggernaut. That's what I say. Oh, so many cameos. It was really good. And they had most of the Deadpool cast back in the opening and closing scenes when he was with all his friends. They had great appearance by Peter.
Yeah.
Not just in the friend scenes, but when he showed up in the suit, man, and all the other Deadpools were just loving it. That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Speaking of the other Deadpools,
Lots of cameos there too.
Yeah, there was that big, like, before the movie came out and we all saw that Lady Deadpool was coming out, everybody was like, who could it be? Who could it be?
Yeah.
We all knew it was going to be Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
you know,
like,
the kid Deadpool, it's their kid.
Yeah. And the baby
oh, really? I
was
didn't
their
know
baby too. I think the baby Deadpool was their baby.
Yeah.
So he got his kids and wife in there. He got
That's adorable.
the Deadpool that was wearing the English chest dressing. It was from his Reynolds soccer team that he's got.
Yeah,
Rob
yeah.
McElhenney.
Oh,
that was one of
okay,
their
yeah.
players in there too. That dressed up as the Deadpool. It was one of their star players. And they had one of their other star players in the background of one of the bar scenes for a cameo.
Man,
Oh, nice.
Ryan Reynolds is like, I'm pretty sure like he must be like the richest man in Hollywood because
He
he
seems to be doing quite well.
he owns so many businesses. He's like
Yeah.
a big businessman. He owns, well, I mean, he previously owned Mint Mobile, and then he sold that to T-Mobile for a bunch of money.
Yep.
He owns that soccer team. He owns like a big like liquor
Yeah,
company.
He's got a gin. It's some sort of gin, isn't it?
I know. He's like
Aviation gin.
Yeah,
he's like
aviation
spending
gin.
in money, and it's like it's not fair.
You want some of
Well,
Ryan
How
Reynolds'
can you
money?
be like that handsome and charming and just like
I think
God
some of those traits maybe help the others at times. Maybe a little bit of a snowball effect he's got going on at this point.
Have,
I'm
have
just
you
saying
watched
it's not
some of?
fair. Give something to us, the little
Have-
people.
Ryan Reynolds, give us some money, okay? Come on.
Just spread the
Come on,
wealth.
Ryan. Are you too rich to give me some money, Ryan? I know you're watching. I know you're over there on TikTok, Ryan Reynolds.
By the way, Jolt, Ryan Reynolds' famous his favorite podcast.
That's right. This podcast is endorsed by Ryan Reynolds himself. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, he co-owns that soccer team with Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They filmed a cameo with Rob McElhenney as a TVA agent. There was photos that were leaked. The whole cameo got leaked. And then Ryan Reynolds cut the cameo out of the movie, apparently just to prank him, which I think is delicious. I think it's wonderful. I think it's one of the best pranks I've heard of in a long time. If that's true that the cameo was cut because of it being a prank, I think that's so funny. Oh my god, those two are really adorable best friends on camera when they're doing their. I don't know if you watched Welcome to Wrexham, but they're so in love with each other. It's cute. It's very cute.
Yeah, I think I probably missed this when I was watching the movie, but I was listening to the soundtrack of the movie, and there's like so many good pop culture songs in it.
Yeah.
But they snuck in The Greatest Showman.
Yeah. It was briefly in the movie when they're in the car, in the van, on their road trip, and they get into the fight. Wolverine smashes Deadpool's head into the dashboard and changes the station a few times.
Yeah.
And I think there's two different Greatest Showman songs that happen during those quick changes, but it's real fast. It's real fast. You can just barely hear it before it changes again because he's bashing it.
I know. And I was like listening to there was like, I was just like, laying on my couch, just like listening to the soundtrack. It's like, oh, this is good, good rock and roll pop music. And then all of a sudden, like, The Greatest Showman comes on, and I was like, what the hell?
Or I think Tomorrow's on there, Annie. Or that might be a previous Deadpool soundtrack.
Yeah, that was.
Spotify's got a great playlist for Deadpool music right now. It's like stuff from all the soundtracks. It's
nice. Yeah.
It's good.
That's probably what I was listening to too.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten Bye 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 out of my head.
Yeah.
It's just stuck in there on a loop.
Oh my god!
That whole opening sequence was so good.
I was at the grocery store and someone was talking about Bye Bye Bye.
Wow. Yeah, that whole opening sequence using Wolverine's skeleton to take out the TVA. That was a lot of fun.
What did you guys?
Messed up.
Yes, both. What did you guys think of the suit?
Oh,
Because that is a big part of it. Like, we got to talk about
that only
Wolverine's
took 20
suit.
years.
Right.
I mean, I thought it looked great.
It looks so good, man. It looks so good.
That's the crazy thing is like the whole big deal about it was just like, oh, if we put Hugh Jackman in like the yellow suit, it'll look dumb. It'll look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Not at all. He looked awesome. It looked so cool.
Hey, man, it was the early 2000s. The Matrix was really awesome at the time. Black leather was in.
Yeah, and I loved it when he he did the reach behind the back and pulled the cowl
chills,
over.
Man. Chills.
Yeah.
Chills.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was just sitting there in my chair like.
Well, they even did like a shot where during the multiverse stuff, he went to a universe where he had like the brown
Yeah.
the brown
And that
suit.
looked really cool too.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, that, and then he's fighting the Hulk.
Oh yeah, they did the shot that was right off of the cover of the comics with his claws reflecting the Hulk. That was so sweet. I liked it. I like it when
Oh
they do a
man,
comic book
dude,
cover
I
shot
would
in the
love
movie.
to see a Wolverine Hulk movie.
Oh hell yeah! See, there's another one.
Yeah.
You could get a different actor for that. It doesn't have to be Hugh Jackman. You know. Plus, you could pull in Edward Norton or Eric Bana for some Hulk action. Give them their own
That would be
Wolverine.
kind of crazy if they just like.
I'm serious. That would be a great Wolverine or Hulk movie adventure to do with
That
not
would be-
necessarily Hugh Jackman. That'd be great.
Well, I would love to see Hugh Jackman versus Eric Bana Hulk. That would
Yeah.
be that would be crazy.
Yeah. Telling you, Wolverine could be a James Bond character. They just do movies until the end of time if they do it right. If I was in charge, Kevin Feige, I know you're watching. Call me. We need to talk. We need to talk about Wolverine movies.
Hey, Jolt is I don't know if you know this. It's Kevin Feige's favorite podcast.
Yep, I have it on good
Oh, we're
authority
just-
that that's absolutely true.
We're just everybody's favorite podcast.
Yeah, I'm
Ryan
pretty sure he
Reynolds.
publicly
Kevin
endorsed
Feige.
this podcast at multiple times, actually. Multiple.
Oh.
Kendall Southwick, welcome to it. Thanks for joining us. We are talking spoilers for Deadpool, just so you're aware. Do what you need to do. We are talking
Anyways,
spoilers.
aren't we a video game podcast? We've been talking about a movie for a while.
Well, it's video game and entertainment. I've been putting and entertainment news in all the descriptions, Andreas. I mean, AC Gamers, so it's...
Oh. Toker.
Toker says Hulk
Tok-
versus the Hulk versus the Hulk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we may get some Hulk on Hulk action fairly soon. If you-
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I
paying
watched a
any
video
attention
about
to
that
Captain
last
America
night.
trailers.
I think it was pretty randy.
Yeah, that's another one coming up. The next Captain America movie should be pretty interesting. Plus, the Thunderbolts is coming down the pipeline, and that one looks pretty good. Pretty good so far.
I do definitely. Okay, we should talk about like because people have been talking about like the MCU is on the downswing. It's really bad.
Yeah, they say that in every other movie though. There's a meme about it.
I know, and it's like I mean, here's the thing: is like every MCU movie, I'm there day one, so they're not doing.
Yeah. We might
Right
not go
there.
back to see him again, but we're at least there. Because I went and saw Madam Web. I didn't like it, but I went and saw Madam Web.
I didn't see that one until it was streaming, actually.
Yeah. Well, a funny thing is again, wifey was like, when we got out of the theater, she was like, that was like a live action Powerpuff Girls movie. And it would have been more entertaining if it were. But
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my god! I would love to see a live action Powerpuff
Oh.
Girls movie. Sorry.
Dreamcast
Right?
the Powerpuff Girls movie. Ready, go. I want to know who's the
Oh.
professor, who are the girls, and who is Mojo Jojo?
Ooh.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's get Okay. Andy Serkis is Mojo Jojo.
Yes. Andy Serkis Mojo Jojo? I'll take it.
Let's get would be
Now
good.
now, not to be-
let's do Jeff Bridges as the professor.
Hell
Jeff
yeah.
Bridges.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so now this is Powerpuff Girls, and they're grown up now, right?
You write it however you want, man. I don't care. Make the movie. Oh, what about the
Let's
secretary
let's
lady? I
make them
forgot
like
about her.
teenagers. Let's
I just pulled
do.
up a picture of them, of like the whole crew.
I mean, if we're doing Jeff Bridges as the professor, then maybe it's older cast, so maybe
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking like they got to be teenagers by now. So let's do.
teens. I was thinking like Blake Lively as Bubbles.
Like Lively as Bubbles. Hmm.
Yeah,
You got Blake Lively on the brain.
I
Wait,
do
wait,
have
wait,
Blake
Ryan
Lively
Reynolds.
on the brain.
Okay, hang on. Let's do Sydney Sweeney as Bubbles.
I mean, that Madam Webcast would be pretty good as the Powerpuff Girls, no joke. It
Yeah.
really kind of was
And
like a
then
live-action
let's
Powerpuff Girls movie.
Do
Yeah.
Gosh. Who's a good redhead?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Let's go through the redheads. You got Emma Stone. You got Bryce Dallas Howard. You have Amy
See,
Adams. You got who else? Are
I
the
would do
redheads in
Bryce
Hollywood
Dallas
right now?
Howard if it was like the adult Powerpuff Girls. I would totally do
Yeah, that's more of an
Bryce
adult
Dallas
cast.
Howard. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
True that. True that. I'm all over the place. What are we talking about? Powerpuff Girls? Should we finish talking about Deadpool though?
Yeah. Well, I
I thought
think
we were
Andreas
talking about Powerpuff
segues.
Girls. I mean, Deadpool.
That's my fault. I told you guys to Dreamcast the Powerpuff Girls movie.
I think
Wait, who's
Andreas
Buttercup? Who's Buttercup?
Oh yeah.
Buttercup.
How about Jenna Ortega? There you go.
Sure.
She's so hot right now. She's so hot right now.
Jenna Ortega, Buttercup.
You could play it.
Yeah. I think AC was trying to segue us into the big news that we posted on the Discord, which was the Game Informer going away.
Oh boy. Well, are we done talking Deadpool?
I don't know what else
about Deadpool.
Chat,
Yeah,
have you seen Deadpool or not yet? Did we spoil it for you? Do you care? Chat, let us know what you thought about Deadpool. If you're watching in the future, let us know what you thought about Deadpool. Okay,
I mean,
I'll
it's
say it.
like the biggest. I think it's breaking the record of like the most money made out of a rated R movie, right?
Oh yeah, it's breaking all kinds of R-rated movie records. Also,
And
hello
the
to
first
Jerica
Deadpool
and
was
Noodle
that.
the Snake over on Instagram. I just saw the messages. I've been ignoring Instagram. We've got viewers over there. Hello. Oh, sorry. Continue. Sorry, Matt. Continue.
The first Deadpool broke all those broke records too.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
not
I think
surprising.
They definitely said the biggest one was at least I think in the U.S. Passion of the Christ
Really?
was
Oh,
the biggest R-rated movie box office wise, and Deadpool and Wolverine surpassed it. So,
Doesn't
That's right
surprise
through
me.
it.
so Deadpool bigger than Jesus.
Marvel Jesus. Oh man, how about Agent Paradox though, played by Matthew McFadden? Did a fantastic job. I liked the character. I liked how he played it. I thought he was wonderful in this movie, and I liked him in Succession. So it was fun to see him again. He played Tom Wamsgams in Succession, and he was great. He was great.
Yep.
Yeah, with his natural English accent though.
I like that how they snuck in the agent from Loki.
Yes.
What's her name?
B-47, B-52, sunk my battleship. I forget.
Yeah.
I forget her name, her designation, but she was great in Loki, and she didn't really do anything in this movie, which was kind of disappointing. I wish they had had more for her to do in this movie.
Yeah, they didn't really kind of like they had the TVA in the movie, but they really didn't acknowledge like everything that happened in Loki, except for her. So I was kind of glad for that.
They started writing this
because
before season 2
because
of
it seems
Loki.
like she's now like the head of the TVA.
Yeah.
And then, probably Loki's just sitting there in his throne. I don't know if you watched Loki, the series.
I have indeed, sir. We got Topher and
There's only
Christina
2
over
seasons,
on Instagram
right?
too. Hello, welcome. What'd you say, Matt?
There's only 2 seasons, right? Because I've
correct.
watched both seasons. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
those
up
two.
on
But like at the end, like he kind of like I guess sacrifices himself to be like the Lynch of like the multiverse, where he's like holding everything together, and
He
he's
just
like
wanted to be a tree, bro. He just wanted to be a tree.
Yeah, he became a big tree.
He just wanted to see what it's like to be a tree for a while. Loki's just straight up chilling arboreally. He's arboreally chilling out across the multiverse. He's just splayed out across everything. That's the thing, yeah, it does kind of imply that he sort of has influence now over all the timelines. So, who knows what he's doing?
Explains Deadpool.
Does it?
Yeah, well. No, I don't think anything can explain Deadpool.
Perhaps not. Perhaps not.
Yeah.
Still,
so-
what a fun adventure, though, this movie was.
Yeah.
Really, just great characters, great actors, fun to watch, kept me engaged.
Can I switch?
Definitely one
Can I
man.
switch gears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough about Marvel. We're going to the other side of the street.
Whoa.
DC.
DC. What's happening?
DC. I've been watching Batman Cape Crusader,
Oh, really?
which just came out on August 1st.
Is that Kevin Conroy's final voicing of Batman?
No, it's not him.
Oh, okay.
No, unfortunately he passed away before.
Yeah, I was hearing about one that is his final voicing. I don't remember the title though.
It's what's his name? Hamish Linklater.
Oh, really? Is playing Batman?
Yeah,
He's great. I love him.
from
From
that-
Legion, from many
Yeah.
things, from so many things.
oh,
He's
what's the
voicing
name?
Batman, huh?
Vampire Man. What's the name that show that we watched?
Um, Vampire Guy Man. Marty, welcome to it over on Instagram. Thanks for joining us.
Midnight Mass.
Oh yeah, Midnight Mass. He was in Midnight Mass. That's right.
Yep. Yeah, he's Batman. And it's been really good. It's a period take on Batman where it's like taking place like in like the 20s.
Oh, fun.
And so where like the original Batman animated series like took their aesthetic inspiration from, it's from that. And it's like
Sweet.
it's been really cool. I highly recommend it.
It's called what now again?
Batman Cape Crusader.
Caped Crusader. There's a picture for it. All right.
And it's on,
Is that on
and
the Max? Streaming on Max?
no, it's on Amazon.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
How did Amazon get their hands on a Batman?
I'm not sure
Whoa.
because I would have thought it would have been on Max, but
What, the rights issues?
I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
You forgot
Well,
the Batman in there.
It's by Bruce Timm, who was the original producer of the Batman animated series in the 90s, and
Awesome.
it's great. I've been loving it. It's very like, if you love like X-Men 97, this is like your.
Oh.
It's the same vibe where it's
Putting
just
it on
like,
the same level as X-Men 97? That's serious talk right there.
yeah. It's good. It's good, and
Dang.
like they do like kind of more like a realistic take on the villains.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they have Clayface, who is not. He's not like a big goopy monster, but like Clayface as an actor is just like has like kind of just like a deformity, and then they have Two-Face in there. They have Harley Quinn, who is like she's like a psychiatrist at Arkham, but like she's actually a serial killer. Which is
Harley
really cool.
Quinn DC's Wolverine, yes or no? In terms of widespread, everybody loves him, fan favorite type. Do you think Harley Quinn's like on par with Wolverine for the two different universes?
I mean,
She's in all of the. She's in every DC thing for the last 20 years, isn't she? Just about.
I guess so, and
Yeah,
that's
The
funny.
Joker's
Because,
not around so much. She's there.
I know, and it's funny because she wasn't born in the comics; she was born in the
Yeah.
animated series.
Yeah. She
So
came
it's
right
like-
out of that animated series.
I
Crazy.
don't know. Do you think Harley Quinn is super like overexposed, or?
Yeah, man, she's in all of the DC stuff. She's in practically all of it. So much of it. So much
Yeah.
of it.
I do think like they definitely like made her. She began as a villain, and then like kind of eventually made her into like a good guy.
Yeah, they're trying to anti-hero her all the time.
Yeah, she's definitely an anti-hero. Like the whole
But-
Suicide Squad is anti-heroes.
But in this series, Cape Crusader, they make her back into a villain. She's a
Okay.
serial killer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just a
So I think
Looney
it's pretty
Tune.
cool.
Sweet, I'm gonna have to check that one out. I like Hamish Linklater. I like the original Batmans. I like all of that. Sounds great.
I mean, I guess we can get back not to talk about Harley Quinn more, but there was the trailer for the new Joker.
Yeah, no, we could talk about that too. There is a new trailer out. We got links for that in the Discord, by the way. Check the description wherever you're watching. There's a Discord server all set up. We post links about what we're talking about in there all the time. We do have the link to that trailer. I'm not going to play it on the stream because that does tend to give us permissions problems, but I got images up on the screen. There is a new Joker 2 trailer out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, Harley Quinn all over this one too, played by a Lady Gaga. And it's looking very, very tense. This is going to be a tense, weird movie like the first one, I think, which is okay by me. I like the first one. Did you guys like the first one?
I did, but I only it was one of those movies, where you really like it. You sit through the whole movie and you really like it, but once is enough.
Oh yeah.
Like you don't want to just one and done. And that was the way that Joker was for me. It was just like one and done. It was really good, but I don't need to see it again.
Yeah, I felt that way for a while, but I did end up rewatching it after a couple of years after it had been out. I saw it in the theaters, and then I watched it again, and I think it was better on the second rewatch, honestly. It's so weird, though. It's so uneasy to watch. So uneasy to watch. So I'm hoping for that from the second one too, because I like the way it was uneasy to watch. I like the weird way it made me feel. It was very uneasy. It's very dark, very dark.
I really liked it, but I think the big problem with the movie was just everything related to DC and Batman was more distracting than.
Yeah.
Because it is a really very artfully done movie about a guy going through mental health issues and how society is how society is a greater treats mental illness. But the fact that this guy's going to be the Joker and obviously it's going to be Batman. Kind of distracted from it, and then now, the new movie. Now you got Harley Quinn, and it's just I'm going to be watching it. And I'm just so where's Batman?
Where's
Batman?
See, I kind of like how little Batman there is in it. The parts with the Waynes are not really what I remember about the first.
Yeah, they're kind of it's kind of a shoved in kind of thing,
Yeah, I feel like they could totally. I kind of hope in the second one there's just nothing about the Waynes at all, really, unless it's Wayne Enterprises, blah blah blah, this in the city. They'll probably do some stuff like that. But if it's the less they do with the Waynes, the better, as far as I'm concerned. It worked.
I guess that's just distracting to me because I know so much about the lore.
Yeah. Yeah, but divorced from a Batman movie, looking at it as just a movie about this weirdo, I'm excited for the second one. I'm excited to see if they do it with the same vibe. Plus, I hear Lady Gaga's putting on good performances when she's acting. I haven't really seen her do much, or much that she's.
Oh yeah, she's a great actress. Yeah. I really liked A Star Is Born.
See, I didn't see that one, but I heard
she's really good things. She's great.
She was in American Horror Story, a bunch of the American Horror Stories.
Yeah, and I heard she's good at that too.
Yeah. I liked the vampire weird aspect of the season that she was in. I've only seen that season, so I haven't seen her in the other ones, but
yeah.
I
was a
big fan
of
the way she sings and dances.
Yeah.
She's pretty
as a pop star.
She's super awesome at that.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. There it is. Joker 2. What else I was going to say something else about DC while we're talking about DC. Now I forgot. Damn it. Damn it, boys.
Did it have to do with James Gunn?
Oh, the Penguin series. The Penguin series.
Yeah.
The Penguin series is coming this fall. It's Colin Farrell. Oh, whoops. I typed in just Penguin. Sorry, hold on 1 second. Colin Farrell coming back as Penguin that he played in the most recent Batman movie with Robert Pattinson as Batman. He's putting on the Penguin suit again, Colin Farrell, and they're doing this whole series that's looking very intense. It's going to be like a crime mob, mafia murdering hitman sort of thugs and company type of show, and it looks really good. His performance as the Penguin in the first Batman I really liked, and I'm curious to see what they do with this series.
I'm same thing with the Joker. It's just like I'm gonna watch it, but it's like I don't know if I'm gonna care enough because Batman's not gonna be in it.
Well,
it's like I don't really know if I care enough about the Penguin.
Watching the movie for Batman.
See, you just gotta let go of the bat, dude. You just gotta let go of the bat.
Well, that's the thing is, like, he's not going to be in there. Robert Pattinson's not going to be in the show.
Oh, come on. They're going to cameo him in the last episode. Of course they are. He's going to cameo
in the last episode. I don't know if those are going to carry me through the whole series.
But watch it for the Penguin. You're not interested in this version of the Penguin? I think he's fascinating. I'm fascinated by this version of the Penguin.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm fascinated by Colin Farrell getting into this much makeup because it really does make him seem like somebody else. It's still hard for me to believe this is Colin Farrell.
I mean, yeah, he's a great actor. He's awesome. And
that's what's been fascinating me about it.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So that's also coming up in the DC universe. That was the other one I wanted to talk about. And
also, they're not Instagram. Like really. DC is not really like holding up like the Matt Reeves universe. James Gunn kind of has his own thing going on, so
yeah,
I would probably watch it more if like James Gunn said like, "Oh yeah, this is my Batman. It's taking place in the universe."
That universe is too splintered for your taste, maybe you would say.
Yeah, because when it's splintered up, I don't really. If the writing and the show's not good, then I'm not going to care.
Yeah. Fair, valid. I understand. Matt, did you watch that recent Batman? Do you care about the Penguin? You haven't really said much.
I haven't seen the newest Batman. Up until I got with the fiance, like I just didn't watch movies. I would binge TV shows like crazy, but I wasn't watching a whole lot of movies. And now we try to go at least once a week to the theater and see a movie together. So now I'm getting back into the whole experience of seeing movies and going out and watching movies. Whereas,
so you haven't seen Matt Reeves, the Batman?
I have not. I haven't seen the Batman. Because when we're home, we binge watch our TV shows, and then we go out and we see movies. So we have a back catalog of movies that we need to watch. That might be on the list.
What have you seen recently?
So obviously we went and saw Deadpool.
Yes.
And then we went and saw A Quiet Place Day 1.
Ooh, how was that? I haven't seen it yet. I want to.
It was really good.
I like that series. So intense.
It was very, very intense, and a really good, heartfelt story. I don't want to spoil anything for you because I think you should go see it. But it was intense because, of course, it's day one of these creatures coming out. You don't have to see any of the other Quiet Place movies. It's a prequel. Super intense, but the characters in the story are very relatable. Really, it's two characters in the story, and it's kind of a love story, which you wouldn't think a tragic end of the world sort of event would be a love story, but it really does end up being a love story, and it's quite beautiful.
Well, weren't they all love stories, really?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I love that actress.
Yes.
Uh,
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
She.
the other guy, I forget his name, but he's going to be like he's the new Johnny Storm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the
I
new
also forget
Fantastic
his name.
Four.
They were both great. And you find yourself through most of the movie worrying about the cat, which is it's just so now. It's so now. And everybody's like, well, screw these people. Who gives a shit about them?
About
Where's the cat? Where's the cat?
I was hearing
Hey,
something about the cat in
hey man,
a couple of talk
Yeah.
shows.
as a former cat owner, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This creature could not care less about me, but I love it so much.
Yeah. I spent most of the time. Well, I will give one spoiler that the cat is her emotional support animal. And so
Right.
she's got the cat with her all the time. And so anytime the cat is not on the screen, I just found myself in my head going, where's the cat? Where's the cat? And I would like feel anxiety about where's the cat? But
the cat is definitely like a character.
yeah, the cat is a character throughout the entire movie, and the cat has a beautiful personality and it's a character. But yeah, that was one that we went and saw. We went and saw If.
Yeah, was that cute as hell? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it made me cry multiple times.
Ryan Reynolds. What's he just going to be in movies nonstop for a while, or what's he doing? Jeez.
I don't know. Yeah, that one's another one I went and saw twice.
That one made by John Krasinski, who also did the Quiet Place movies. Wow, what are these two up to?
Yep.
This is a
man, they're just taking over. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. If they keep putting stuff out like A Quiet Place and If, I'm okay with it. Especially If. That was adorable.
I don't know if we should let too many handsome, beardy Hollywood men with lovely blonde Hollywood wives team up like this for too often.
I don't know. I kind of miss the days where the Weinsteins were running everything.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Never mind. This is fine. I saw Twisters. And
How was that?
Did you like it?
It was as rip-roaring as the first one, and as ridiculous, but also really good action scenes, really good, scary, intense windstorms, But Glenn Powell, is his name Glenn Powell? Yes.
Yeah.
The main guy in this, he's really growing on me. They've been trying to make him a big-time Hollywood main man, and it's working. It's working. He does good work.
They've been shoving him into your face so much.
Kind of. I feel like they have. He's been in a lot the last few years, just a lot. And he was quite enjoyable in this movie. Even though he's playing kind of an obnoxious character, he still somehow was charming through the obnoxiousness of it. So that was impressive.
So you would recommend it?
It's a good popcorn flick. It's good for a thrill. It's good for spectacle. Okay. Don't go in expecting a whole lot. They're chasing tornadoes and they get into trouble. It's exactly what you'd expect. But the way it's executed is entertaining for sure.
It's kind of like a Fast and Furious or a Mission Impossible type of deal.
Yeah, more thrillery than straight up actiony, perhaps. But yeah, it's a summer blockbuster type.
Well, it is on our list of ones to go see.
So is it like a straight up like remake or reboot? Do they
mention? No, there's a sequel with no cameos from the original cast that I detected, but they did cameo the Dorothy machine that they had from the first one. So it's a direct sequel. It's a direct sequel because Dorothy is the through line. It was Dorothy 5 in this one. They had an old Dorothy 5 unit that they used on the Twister in the beginning of the movie. So
gotcha.
They didn't mention Helen Hunt. They didn't mention Bill Paxton. They didn't mention their characters, I think, at all. Totally unrelated to them. Just in the same universe, though, apparently, because they had a Dorothy. This is just the cinematic universe of really bad tornadoes. They kept calling it a once-in-a-generation event with all these tornadoes happening. And it seemed so self-aware. It's like, it's been 20 years since we made a movie about this, and it's been really calm in between. The tornadoes
That's
are
what I was
happening
wondering.
again.
Is like if either of like the main characters were going to be like, oh, by the way, I'm Bill Paxton's son or whatever.
I was waiting for it, but it didn't seem to manifest. And I was thinking maybe somebody would be like the descendant of Cary Elwes from the first movie, because he died, but he could have had a kid, and they would be just the right age now.
Oh my god, I forgot Cary Elwes. Yeah, he's in that movie too.
Yeah, but as far as I didn't notice them name drop any of those characters. So I think it's just kind of its own standalone thing, but also definitely a sequel because of Dorothy.
Interesting. Okay, that's probably one I'll probably catch on streaming.
Yeah,
I was thinking about that watching it.
It was fun in the theater for the sound and the giant screen, but not really necessary. Not really necessary.
Hey boys.
Yo.
Yes.
We should talk about. This is a video game show, right? We should talk about
video games.
Yeah.
And I'll say it.
Informer.
What have you guys been playing? Anything good?
Oh, okay. Well, I've been playing Dwarf Fortress a lot. It's very addicting. It's an old game. It recently came out on Steam.
Oh, yeah, Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, tell me about that. That's
it's just a colony sim, and
that's like what's his name based Minecraft off. Right?
Yeah. It's a lot like that. You just dig around in the dirt, and you build your dwarves a home, and you give them stuff to do. You give them jobs at different stations, and you collect the stuff, and you use it, and you sell it, and you trade it. You dump stuff in the lava when you want to. It's pretty great. It's very cozy. It's a cozy game, probably. That's a whole genre I've learned. Cozy game.
Yeah.
It's
one of those games where...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like one of those games where it's just like number go up, and you like when the number go up.
Yes, I want the numbers to go up. Yeah. So I've been playing the hell out of that. What about you?
Oh, me? I've been... So I downloaded the latest No Man's Sky update.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And I played a little bit of that. And then what else have I been playing? I finished Spider-Man 2. And then I've just been really digging myself into Elden Ring.
Nice.
The new DLC, Shadow of the Year Tree. And god damn it. It's a love-hate relationship with Shadow of the Year Tree. And that's most like FromSoft. It's just like games that just like make me hate myself and like. But when you like accomplish something and you like explore like something new, it's like so satisfying. I love it. So yeah, Elden Ring. That's been mostly what I've been playing. What about you, Matt?
I'll be really quick because I just had some wedding stuff come up, and so I'm gonna have to go, fellas.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I apologize. I was hoping to stick on till the end, but wedding stuff. I've been playing the new Saints Row. It was one that I put in my game catalog a long time ago and played it for like 5 minutes, and then picked it back up again. It's been fun, but it doesn't have the same feel as the original Saints Rows. So yeah, I'm gonna play through it. I'm gonna beat it. It'll be a fun time. Definitely worth what I paid, but yeah, not like the original Saints Rows. But
I remember Saints Row, I think 3 was crazy. Like it was pretty much like a GTA clone, but they put in like, oh, now you have superpowers, and this is like, they put in like a whole bunch of like crazy stuff.
Saints Row 4,
really fun.
Saints Row 4, you're basically in the Matrix. And so you have a bunch of superpowers, and your character could be voiced by Nolan North, and it was just insanity, and it was so much fun. But yeah, like I said, it's I'm playing through it. Also, as always, my farming simulators. But
Hell
yeah,
Toker said seems like Saints Row 2 or 3 was the high point.
Yeah, Saints Row 2, 3, and I think 4 was a good one to end on, but they wanted to reboot it, and didn't seem as great to me. But again, I'm sorry, fellas, I gotta go.
That's okay. We can wrap up there, probably. You think, AC?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Sounds
Great
good.
Jolt,
Have a
man.
Jolt. We're going to try to do this more regularly, right, fellas? Maybe Sundays. Probably Sundays. We're going to aim for Sundays.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
not
down.
every Sunday immediately, but we'll do what we can. In the meantime, everybody watching, thanks for joining. Feel free to join us in the Discord. Check the description wherever you're watching to get the links for that, or go to gamingmikeschannel.com for the links to the Discord. You can join us there. You can share news articles you'd like us to discuss. Tell us what trailers you've seen. Tell us what games are coming out. Tell us what's good. And we'll talk about it there until the next episode. You think, fellas?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Parting words of wisdom for us? AC Gamer, go.
I love you.
Matt, go.
Wherever you go, there you are.
Excellent. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.